Bet you didn't know that your car's transmission is made up of 800 pieces. Also, bet you didn't know that AAMCO's fixed over 40 million transmissions and that AAMCO offers a nationwide warranty.
Are you still driving around with that check engine light on? AAMCO will read and report the trouble codes on your vehicle for free. Call them today.
That's AAMCO, AA, MCO. Maybe one day in the future, there'll be a time when nothing happens and we'll relax and enjoy the sunshine.
Yeah, right. But until that happens, we'll keep covering real news.
It's our breaking news now from Irvine.
Breaking news from Newport Beach.
Check back in the morning, at noon, and before the end of your day.
Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station.
KNX 1070 News Radio. Depend on us.
5 days, 5 ways to start seeing younger-looking eyes with Strivectin's new Intensive Eye Concentrate for Wrinkles Plus. Clinically proven to visibly improve under-eye puffiness, crow's feet, vertical lines between brows, firmness, and luminosity. Based on dermal evaluation, 100% showed an improvement in overall appearance of the eye area, and 93% showed visible improvement in skin firmness. Try Strivectin's new Intensive Eye Concentrate for Wrinkles Plus. Shop risk-free with free returns when you shop at Strivectin.com. Visit Strivectin.com today.
Let's start with everyone out there who loves flexing in the mirror. Now, narrow it to all those muscle squeezers who hate stretching their wallet. Well, with my Walgreens, members earn an extra 5% in Walgreens cash rewards on Walgreens brand items. So head to Walgreens for great deals, or limp if you're like me and forgot to stretch while getting in the car. Ow, my calves!
Right now, stock up on everything from pain relievers to vitamins with select Walgreens brand health and wellness items. Buy one, get one 50% off. Offer valid through 4/24 with My Walgreens. See Walgreens.com for details.
4:23 at the NCAA men's basketball tournament. USC knocked off Drake 72-56, advanced to the round of 32. UC Santa Barbara, 12th seed, lost to Creighton 63-62. UCLA plays BYU later today. Despite facing a number of challenges during the pandemic, a Southern California surgeon hit a significant milestone in the operating room. He's our KNX Hero of the Week, and he's saving lives, one transplant at a time.
Dr. Yuri Genik has literally saved hundreds of lives. He's performed over 400 liver transplant surgeries, each one of those representing a life extended, thanks to a living organ donor and the talented hands of Dr. Genik.
You have to have something in your life to be proud of, and having all these patients that we were able to impact, looking back, make me proud of the way I spend my life and contribute to helping others.
Dr. Genik started his career in Ukraine. His work eventually landed him in Southern California. He carries a list of important titles, and they include Professor of Clinical Surgery, Division Chief, and Surgical Director of Abdominal Transplants at Keck Medicine of USC. He also has similar titles at Children's Hospital, Los Angeles. Over the years, Dr. Genik has pioneered the practice of using a live donor to transplant the liver. His work has been groundbreaking. Dr. Genik takes part of a liver in a healthy person and puts it into a sick child or adult. The surgery is very delicate, but almost anyone can be a donor.
The liver can live forever because its ability to regenerate.
Why is being a living donor so important?
The only way we can decrease the number of the patients dying is offer living donor transplant. So this can be done ahead of time before the patient gets too sick.
Yeah.
So the only way to bridge the gap between demand and supply is to promote living donor transplant.
Fellow colleague Dr. Linda Scher calls Dr. Genik one of a kind.
He's a very unique individual in that he is multi-talented. He has incredible technical skills that really make him an elite, not just an elite surgeon, but elite in his own field.
This makes me feel very blessed. Not to serve ourselves, not to serve our ego, but to serve people, and that's what we're here for. It's not like we are heroes, we're just doing our job.
And it's
half full in case you get stuck in traffic. We haven't heard stuck in traffic for a while, have we? 60 westbound at Downey and Indiana. Cars backed up onto the freeway as they try to exit at those points because they're trying not to spend a couple hours getting around downtown Los Angeles right now. And also 210 northbound right at Lake. We had a crash. That one has just cleared in Pomona. Leave you with some good news. This week at Grocery Outlet, your furry friends will love it when you bring home Blue Buffalo pet food and treats. Stock up and save up to 60% versus traditional stores. We have a large selection of pet toys, accessories, and beds, all at great savings. Next traffic report, 4:35. With more traffic reports more often, I'm Tim Greenwood in the Uber Lawyer 24-hour traffic center, KNX 1070 News Radio.
And currently in Rancho Santa Margarita, it's 65 degrees at 427.
AMCO presents Bet You Didn't Know.
Bet you didn't know that your car's transmission is made up of 800 pieces. Also, bet you didn't know that AMCO's fixed over 40 million transmissions, and that AMCO offers a nationwide warranty.
And AMCO offers payment plan options for almost any credit situation, so it's easier than ever to fix it fast and pay it off slow.
That's AMCO, AA, MCO.
Lady A here for Profile by Sanford.
Life's pretty full these days. Rehearsing, performing, and balancing family.
I need a nutrition plan that's easy to follow.
I need one-on-one nutrition coaching.
I need a plan to keep up my energy.
Profile is transforming lives with one-on-one nutrition coaching and a customized plan.
Nearly 200,000 people have found their Profile plan, and we found ours.
Profile has a plan for you at profileplan.com.
That's profileplan.com.
My dog's health is too important to feed him some highly processed burnt brown kibble. That's why I've switched to the Farmer's Dog. It's real food, cooked fresh, and delivered right to my door. The Farmer's Dog meals are made from fresh meat and veggies, plus they worked with top vets to create a complete and balanced meal for your dog. It's also pre-portioned, so you don't have to worry about under or overfeeding, and it's just a simple way to give your dog a better diet. Start your trial today by going to thefarmersdog.com, and you'll save 50% off plus free shipping. That's thefarmersdog.com.
Luke James, actor and musician here, taking a beat to shout out the men listening, doing more than ever in your daily routine. I joined Dove Men Plus Care to remind all of you taking on more every day that you deserve extra care too. Take the time to do something for your mind and body, and like my Grammy-nominated album title says, to feel loved. Shower with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash, and you'll feel just that.
Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash with plant-based moisturizer cares for your skin. Relax your body and mind. Try all three, including eucalyptus oil and cedar. Available now at Walmart and Target.
Small business owners don't have the patience for nonsense, especially when it comes to their internet provider. They want the best services for the best price. Simply put, that's Spectrum Business. They give you great value, zero nonsense. Just call 855-872-5588. You'll get fast, reliable internet and phone with no contracts and no hidden fees, all for a price that could cut your bill in half. Spectrum Business. Call today, 855-872-5588.
This is Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station, KNX 1070 News Radio. Good afternoon, I'm Bob Brill. Our top local stories at 4:30. Public health reports younger people continue to drive COVID transmission in L.A. County.
Another 56 Angelenos died from the virus, and there were 512 new reported infections. Here's UCLA epidemiologist Dr. Anne Ramoyne.
It appears at this point that over 70% of new cases are from people under the age of 50 years old. The highest percent of new cases are in 30 to 49-year-olds, followed by 18 to 29-year-olds.
Ramoyne says being vaccinated will prevent people from getting seriously ill from COVID or dying, but there is a chance a vaccinated person could catch the virus and spread it to an unvaccinated person.
That being vaccinated really reduces the possibility of having an asymptomatic infection that can that results in transfer of the virus. So you're not symptomatic, you're potentially spreading it to other people. That's also great news, but again, it's not 100%.
Ramoyne said she's concerned with spring break right around the corner and more potent mutated strains of the virus circulating. Emily Valdez, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Speaking of that, a wave of spring breakers flooded the beaches of Miami. It's raising a lot of concerns with local officials, including the city's mayor, Dan Gelber. He's imposing a new curfew tonight because he thinks things are getting out of hand. Mayor Gelber says he wants to take steps to limit transmission rather than being forced to implement a curfew after a major incident takes place.
We do not want to wait for something more terrible to happen. We do not want to be talking to you at a moment when all of the solutions are obvious because there are no options left.
Under the new curfew, no one was allowed to be walking or driving the streets in that area starting at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. All businesses also will be forced to shut down. States ease up on the coronavirus restrictions. There are other more contagious variants spreading across the country. That's why Dr. Anthony Fauci is warning everyone to not relax too much, even though the virus numbers are way down. Fauci still encourages wearing masks and social distancing while around others. His stance has led to some pretty heated debates with lawmakers. He got into an argument with Kentucky Senator Rand Paul earlier this week. CBS News correspondent Michael George says vaccines and guidelines are still creating political division.
Join us in the fight to regain our constitutional freedoms.
In Phoenix, a group burned masks and held up signs against vaccines. In Texas City, Texas,
I'm trying to school you people on my right.
This woman was arrested for a second time after refusing to wear a mask in a store.
As of today, there are about 29.5 million coronavirus cases in the U.S. So far, about 538,000 people have been killed by COVID-19. One alleged street racer is in custody. Police are searching for at least one more after an accident in West Hills that killed a woman who just happened to be driving in the region. Police tell CBS 2 that two or more drivers were apparently racing along Valley Boulevard, and 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, one of them lost control while trying to make a sharp turn onto Vano.
He was unable to complete the turn because of his extreme speed, at which time he collided with another vehicle that was waiting to make a right turn to go northbound on Valley Circle.
Force of the crash then sent both cars through a fence and into the parking lot of a nearby empty preschool. Bystanders pulled the woman who had been hit out of her car and tried to help her, but she died at the scene. The alleged racer suffered fairly minor injuries and was taken to a nearby hospital while he was in police custody. An event in Hollywood became the scene of an accident yesterday when a vehicle slammed into a market in the heart of Hollywood. CBS 2's Candace Crone was at the scene.
Outside Highland Market, not a shard of glass is visible after an SUV slammed into the storefront, injuring 5 people, including a local TV news crew.
The white truck ran into that building, but it was like like bystanders, innocent people. Some innocent people that was right there.
Cell phone video shows Fox 11's Hal Eisner on a gurney. He and photographer Joab Perez were covering the reopening of the El Capitan Theater when the crash happened.
Those hospitalized are said to be in serious condition. Driver was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence. There's concern by some environmental groups that the governor's plan to fight wildfires in California isn't focused in the right direction.
The concern is that the budget proposal is too heavily focused on forest clearance and not enough on protecting homes.
The governor's budget repeats many of the same mistakes we've made before in reference to trying to reduce fire risk.
Richard Halsey is director of the California Chaparral Institute.
The governor and his staff and the folks who have been promoting the wildfire budget often commented that it's not either, it's both. What that means is, well, we're not just going to focus on forests and clearing habitat, we're going to focus on communities. But when only 5% of the budget goes toward communities, that's not either and both, it's either. It's just focusing on the wildland areas.
Halsey says more money should be focused on proven strategies to protect homes, things like retrofitting, creating defensible space, and the installation of outdoor fire sprinklers. Chris Seaton's KNX 1070 News Radio.
Governor Cuomo of New York, going or not? More accusations are surfacing. We'll have more on that coming up for you in about 3 minutes. But now it's 4:35. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s. Here's Tim Greenwood.
We have a new problem in Sylmar. This is going to be the 5 northbound right at the 210 west. A 3-car crash in the carpool and the number 1 lane. And CHP has just arrived, just in the last minute on the scene. No doubt adding flashing lights and a measure of safety to anybody who is stuck in the fast lane and the carpool lane up there. Eyes open as they work to clear this. 5 freeway northbound at Roxford Street. A similar report, likely the same accident that has just been reported twice. 5 freeway northbound at Soto Street. A report of a fire off the side of the road. And 5 north at Zoo Drive. We have a hazard there. Somebody is broken down in lanes. As you move off to Orange County, 91 westbound at Valley View, they have a car fire in the rightmost lane. 57 south at Lambert Road in Fullerton. It's a black motorcycle conked out in the carpool lane. Hopefully the driver is trying to get out of the line of traffic. 241 southbound at Santiago Canyon Road, a conked out car there. Problems all the way around downtown Los Angeles, heavy and slow, the worst being East 60 at the 710, 3 lanes taken away. Heavy on the 405 south from the 10 to the 90 will be the heaviest portion there. And 10 East at Kellogg Drive, a 2-car crash in lanes. Next traffic report, 445. With more traffic reports more often, I'm Tim Greenwood in the My Uber Lawyer 24-hour traffic center, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Overnight lows in the 40s and 50s after our highs in the 60s and 70s. And then tomorrow we'll have those 60s and 70s again under clear skies. The clear skies will continue through the evening when we have those warmer temperatures in the overnight than we've had recently. Currently, East Los Angeles is at 73 degrees. It's 70 degrees in Beverly Hills. City of San Fernando at 67, and in Fullerton at 70 degrees at 437. 5-day forecast at 445.
5 days, 5 ways to start seeing younger-looking eyes with Strivectin's new Intensive Eye Concentrate for Wrinkles Plus. Clinically proven to visibly improve under-eye puffiness, crow's feet, vertical lines between brows, firmness, and luminosity. Based on dermal evaluation, 100% showed an improvement in overall appearance of the eye area, and 93% showed visible improvement in skin firmness. Try Strivectin's new Intensive Eye Concentrate for Wrinkles Plus. Shop risk-free with free returns when you shop at Strivectin.com. Visit Strivectin.com today.
Are you looking to spend less on groceries? Stater Brothers Markets can help. Try our family of brands for great quality at a great price.
That's right. Grab a 24-pack of Stater Brothers water for just $1.99 plus CRV. Try our Full Circle Organic Extra Virgin Olive Oil. The 16.9 fluid ounce bottle is just $4.99. And for a quick, easy bite, pick up the 4-pound bag of Stater Brothers meatballs for just $8.99.
Stater Brothers Markets, family of brands. If you can't taste the difference, why pay the difference?
Tired of driving to the hardware store just to exchange your propane tank? Cinch is about to make your life a whole lot easier with propane tanks delivered straight to your doorstep. You choose the delivery day, Cinch handles the rest. No long-term commitment, no subscription required. Exchanging your propane tank has never been so simple. Go online to cinch.com, use promo code CYNCHLA, get your first propane tank exchange delivered to your home for only $10. CYNCHLA to get your first tank exchange for just $10.
Okay, which one of these 3 things are most important to you? Saving time, the planet, or saving money? Well, how about all 3, which can happen if you do your grocery shopping with Imperfect Foods. They rescue millions of pounds of imperfect groceries that would otherwise go to waste. I've been using them for months, love it. And as the designated chef in my house, this just ticks all the boxes. Affordable, sustainable groceries delivered right to my doorstep each week. Sign up now, use the code RADIO20. That's RADIO20 for 20% off your first order from imperfectfoods.com.
Is your family bored at home? Learn how to make your own technology with Creation Crate. Creation Crate delivers hands-on projects and online curriculum right to your doorstep. Each project becomes progressively more challenging as you learn electronics, circuitry, and programming. Start with beginner projects, then level up to more challenging ones, like an obstacle-avoiding rover bot. Go to creationcrate.com and receive 40% off your first project when you use the promo code RADIO. That's creationcrate.com. Promo code RADIO for 40% off your first project. Unpack your potential at creationcrate.com.
440 at KNX 1070 News Radio. Yet another woman has accused New York Governor Andrew Cuomo of sexual harassment. Reporter Christine Phan says this time it's a current aide in the governor's office named Alyssa McGrath.
McGrath works closely with the unidentified aide who has made the most serious accusation. She says the governor groped her in the executive mansion.
How we doing, Jen?
Cuomo refuses to resign despite calls within his own party, all while Attorney General Tish James oversees an independent investigation into the accusations. The Wall Street Journal reports that includes possible intimidation of accusers, but it's unclear how many people have filed complaints.
Cuomo insists he is innocent and says he's never touched anyone inappropriately. Olympic officials say they're banning overseas fans from attending the Summer Games in Tokyo. They don't want anybody showing up there due to the fact of COVID. The Olympic Games postponed last year due to the pandemic. They'll start on July 23rd. 441, 4 minutes away from checking traffic. The 10 east of Kellogg Drive got some problems. We'll check it out in Pomona.
AMCO presents Bet You Didn't Know.
Bet you didn't know that your car's transmission is made up of 800 pieces. Also, bet you didn't know that AMCO's fixed over 40 million transmissions and that AMCO offers a nationwide warranty.
Are you still driving around with that check engine light on? AMCO will read and report the trouble codes on your vehicle for free. Call them today.
That's AMCO, AA, MCO.
Let's start with everyone out there who loves flexing in the mirror. Now, narrow it to all those muscle squeezers who hate stretching their wallet. Well, with my Walgreens, members earn an extra 5% in Walgreens cash rewards on Walgreens brand items. So head to Walgreens for great deals, or limp if you're like me and forgot to stretch while getting in the car. Ow, my calves!
Right now, stock up on everything from pain relievers to vitamins with select Walgreens brand health and wellness items. Buy one, get one 50% off. Offer valid through 4/24 with my Walgreens. See walgreens.com for details.
Lady A here for Profile by Sanford.
Life's pretty full these days.
Rehearsing, performing, and balancing family.
I need a nutrition plan that's easy to follow.
I need one-on-one nutrition coaching.
I need a plan to keep up my energy.
Profile is transforming lives with one-on-one nutrition coaching and a customized plan.
Nearly 200,000 people have found their Profile plan, and we found ours.
Profile has a plan for you at profileplan.com.
That's profileplan.com.
My dog's health is too important to feed him some highly processed burnt brown kibble. That's why I've switched to the Farmer's Dog. It's real food, cooked fresh, and delivered right to my door. The Farmer's Dog meals are made from fresh meat and veggies, plus they worked with top vets to create a complete and balanced meal for your dog. It's also pre-portioned, so you don't have to worry about under or overfeeding, and it's just a simple way to give your dog a better diet. Start your trial today by going to thefarmersdog.com, and you'll save 50% off plus free shipping. That's thefarmersdog.com.
Calling all sports fans. San Manuel Casino is inviting you to win a share of thousands in prizes and professionally rated and or authenticated sports collector's cards during our $230,000 Cards for Cash drawings. 25 winners win big every Saturday in March. Hit the ultimate jackpot by collecting a card in basketball, baseball, and football and walk away with $25,000 in cash. Only at SoCal's #1 casino, San Manuel. Must be 21 to enter the casino. Please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
See younger-looking eyes starting in just 5 days with new Intensive Eye Concentrate for Wrinkles Plus. Clinically proven to visibly improve the look of crow's feet, vertical lines between brows, under-eye puffiness, and dark circles. Based on dermal evaluation, 100% showed an improvement in overall appearance of the eye area, and 93% show visible improvement in skin firmness. Try Strivectin's new Intensive Eye Concentrate for Wrinkles Plus risk-free when you shop at Strivectin.com. Available at Strivectin.com today.
Are you looking to spend less on groceries? Stater Brothers Markets can help. Try our family of brands for great quality at a great price.
That's right. Grab a 24-pack of Stater Brothers water for just $1.99 plus CRV. Try our Full Circle Organic Extra Virgin Olive Oil. The 16.9 fluid ounce bottle is just $4.99. And for a quick, easy bite, pick up the 4-pound bag of Stater Brothers meatballs for just $8.99.
Stater Brothers Markets, family of brands. If you can't taste the difference, why pay the difference?
Breaking news when it happens.
Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station.
KMX 1070 News Radio.
Depend on us.
Top local story at 4:45. I'm Bob Brill.
It's an astounding figure. People in L.A. County being cheated out of millions of dollars every week in wages. I'm Nathan Roberts with news of how wage theft is being fought now in the county.
We'll have a Bloomberg Tax Tip, home office deductions coming up at 4:50.
A warning from public health officials and epidemiologists. Don't let your guard down even though more people are vaccinated because more dangerous variants are circulating. I'm Emily Valdez.
Those stories and more coming up in the next 15 minutes. But first, traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the fives. Brought to you by Land Rover. Here is Tim Greenwood.
10 Freeway eastbound at Kellogg Drive. Happy to tell you that two-car crash has cleared, but it is just sort of the warning zone before you go into more trouble. 10 Freeway eastbound as you cross the 57, heavy onto the 71 south into Chino Hills, and then heavy all the way over to Central Avenue in Montclair, with 2 lanes taken away through most of that drive along the south edge of the L.A. County Fairgrounds. 10 eastbound at Kellogg Drive is where we were talking about. Just a little before that, 10 Freeway eastbound at the 710, a crash has cleared, and the 10 is again the preferred way out of downtown. 60 east is not. 60 loads up because of 3 lanes being taken away at the 710, and the 5 freeway is extremely heavy from the East LA interchange down past Atlantic. 60 westbound, Downey and Indiana exits. Some slowing there. Cars even spilled back onto the road. On the 210, right at Lake in Pasadena, 3 different crashes have all cleared suddenly, and the 210 is much improved through the valley. Take the road less traveled to the Only Adventure sales event and explore exceptional offers on a range of select Land Rover vehicles. Visit your SoCal Land Rover retailer or call 1-800-FIND-4WD for details. Land Rover, above and beyond. Next traffic report, 4:55. With more traffic reports more often, I'm Tim Greenwood in the My Uber Lawyer 24-hour traffic center, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Look for low clouds to clear as we head into the afternoon hours. Temperatures will be cooler than what we felt yesterday. Highs will top out in the 60s with 40s expected in the mountain communities. Breezy winds will continue in the mountains and deserts this evening with the highest gusts generally between 35 to 45 miles per hour. Temperatures stay near average to start the week, and then we have a nice warm up by Wednesday with highs in the mid to upper 70s. With Southern California's most accurate and dependable forecasts, I'm CBS 2 meteorologist Alex Biston for KNX 1070 News Radio.
Currently in Santa Ana, it's 64 degrees, East LA at 69 degrees, and currently in Northridge, it's 66 at 447. Every week in LA County, people are being cheated out of wages, but now there's a new tool people can use if they feel they have been the victims.
The LA Sheriff's Department's Wage Theft Task Force has gone live online. It's estimated that every week in the county, workers are cheated out of at least $26 million, either because they are being paid less than the minimum wage or not being paid at all for hours that they've worked. The Sheriff's Department wants people to know that it's okay to use the task force no matter what a person's immigration status is.
It's a collaboration with the California Labor Commission and the Office of Immigrant Affairs, the District Attorney's Office, LA County Federation of Labor, and several community groups as well. And it's to protect undocumented workers in Southern California.
LA Sheriff's Deputy Alejandra Parra tells KNX people can sign on to the Sheriff's website, lasd.org, or just visit any Sheriff's station to report any wage problems they may have. Nathan Roberts, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Governor Newsom says Californians need to call out others on acts of discrimination or hate.
Newsom met with some of the founders of Stop Asian American Pacific Islander Hate, including Cynthia Chen with Chinese for Affirmative Action. She says there were 1,700 hate attacks on people of Asian descent in California last year.
We have documented that women were more than twice as likely to be harassed and verbally abused, and we are seeing the intersections of racism and sexism being played out, and certainly what happened in the Atlanta area is a reminder that this is the experience of Asian women.
Newsom said this is a long-standing issue and people need to be held accountable.
And we have to be mindful of the incredible damage that has been done over the last number of years, and mindful of the work that now we must do to immediately call this out and condemn these acts of hate and violence.
Stop AAPI Hate is encouraging anyone who experienced a racial incident to report it to them and police. Emily Valdez, KNX 1070 News Radio.
UCLA held a roundtable on the topic of Stop Asian Hate.
Asian American communities are frightened, angry, and distressed, and there has never been a more important time for us to try to understand anti-Asian violence.
UC Irvine professor Claire Jean Kim talks about one of the underlying issues that feed into the recent violent and racist attacks against Asian Americans.
Asian Americans have always been seen as not white, as not American, and perpetually foreign. When a crisis occurs, especially one that involves an Asian nation, a wave of exclusionary actions arises, and we Asian Americans are reminded that we were only ever conditional citizens.
She says that opens the door to distrust and aggression against Asian Americans. The roundtable of UC students, professors, and staff also discussed how to respond to the attacks against Asian Americans from a civil rights advocacy perspective. Karen Adams, KNX 1070 News Radio.
It's 4:50. Time for a Bloomberg Tax Tip.
This is a Bloomberg Tax Tip. Odds are you will get a bigger tax break if you take the standard deduction rather than adding up all your tax breaks to itemize your return. About 90% of taxpayers are in that boat. The standard deduction levels for tax returns this year are $24,800 for married couples and $12,400 for singles. For a few of you, all your deductions will add up to much more than those levels, making it worth your time for the extra paperwork. I'm Laura Davison, Bloomberg Radio.
The man who really promoted California wines has passed away, and California wines owe him a debt. We'll have more on that coming up for you in about 2 minutes. It's 4:51.
News, traffic, weather, and cash.
It's the keyword for cash on KNX.
Your chance to win $1,000 in this nationwide contest.
Listen Monday between 8 and 6 at 49 past the hour for the keyword.
And text it in for your chance at $1,000. Message and data rates apply.
It's the keyword for cash on KNX 1070 News Radio.
Depend on us.
Luke James, actor and musician here, taking a beat to shout out the men listening, doing more than ever in your daily routine. I joined Dove Men Plus Care to remind all of you taking on more every day that you deserve extra care too. Take the time to do something for your mind and body, and like my Grammy-nominated album title says, to feel loved. Shower with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash, and you'll feel just that.
Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash with plant-based moisturizer cares for your skin. Relax your body and mind. Try all three, including eucalyptus oil and cedar. Available now at Walmart and Target.
Small business owners don't have the patience for nonsense, especially when it comes to their internet provider. They want the best services for the best price. Simply put, that's Spectrum Business. They give you great value, zero nonsense. Just call 855-872-5588. You'll get fast, reliable internet and phone with no contracts and no hidden fees, all for a price that could cut your bill in half. Spectrum Business. Call today, 855-872-5588.
New rear, new you. In 2021, don't just make a commitment to wash your hands every time you use the restroom. Go the extra mile and wash everything. The future of toileting has arrived. Okay, technically it's been around for centuries, but hideously expensive, costing thousands. Now the brand new Hello Tushy 3.0 modern bidet attachment is here to level the playing field. It's stylish, eco-friendly, easy to install, and affordable. Hello Tushy 3.0 cleans itself before and after it's used. With a smart spray automatic self-cleaning nozzle, it attaches to your existing toilet and requires no electricity or additional plumbing, and cuts toilet paper use by 80%. And every Hello Tushy bidet attachment comes with a 60-day risk-free guarantee and a 12-month warranty. If you're new to the revolution, join millions of happy Hello Tushy customers right now. Go to hellotushy.com/radio to get 10% off, plus free shipping. This is a special offer for our listeners. Go to hellotushy.com/radio for 10% off. hellotushy.com/radio.
454, he turned the wine industry on its ear and pointed it towards California. Steve Spurrier has died. The French wine store owner toured the Napa Valley in the mid-'70s and was impressed by the taste of California Chardonnays and Cabernets, and little was known about these wines outside the state. So he took some of these wines to France and held a blind taste test in 1976, and guess what? These California wines won every category. Well, that event was called the Judgment of Paris and established California as a major player in the wine industry. Steve Spurrier has passed away at the age of 79. So many people have been streaming during the pandemic that it's set a worldwide record.
Streaming services are cashing in with subscriptions, topping 1 billion globally last year for the first time. The Motion Picture Association is out with the report as they focus on their direct-to-consumer model. When entertainment largely shut down during the pandemic and theaters were closed, studios started investing more in streamers, and the existing streamers started increasing their catalogs for movies and shows, both domestic and international. Overall subscriptions up 26%. Studios that fought against streamers have been forced to embrace the concept. Netflix scored 35 nominations for this year's